What is up, guys? Welcome back to a train episode of the Mets'd podcast. We're here on the 7 line. Super Express is back.
Yeah, Super Express is back as of yesterday.
Since the Super Express has been back, the Mets are undefeated. It left us in, 2022?
August of 2022.
Things went immediately downhill. It was super bad, but the Super Express is back. The Mets take 2 of 4 from the Atlanta Braves. We're on the train, live reacting to the series. We got some people as well on the train that are going to come on, answer some questions, talk about the Mets with us. Yeah. First and foremost, though, we got to start this episode off with what a fantastic job by the Mets bullpen today. Because Griffin Canning goes down early with an apparent ankle injury. I don't know about that one. But
a foot looked like an Achilles. Sadly, we're not doctors. We're not going to judge. But Austin Warren getting through the lineup a time and a half. Daniel Nunez, 2 innings.
3 Ks in his second inning as well, struck out the side.
Ryan Stanek looked amazing.
Actually, Diaz was fantastic again.
Just clean. 2 games in a row for the Mets that we needed because things felt like they were spiraling, going out of control, especially after Tuesday. Tuesday kind of felt like a disaster, just the way the Mets lost that game, made it close, and still wound up losing. But I don't know about you, but I feel significantly better about the state of this team after 2 days. Maybe that's stupid?
No, I do. I feel so much better
it's
because
like,
we were talking to each other on Tuesday, right? Tuesday? And we were like, we're close. We're close to losing it. And which is crazy because we were still 15 games above 500. Yeah. We were still relatively having a good season, but it was a good heat check for this team that felt like a lot of things couldn't go wrong.
Train's moving.
And then everything got wrong. The Super Express, it feels good to be back. I mean, our next stop is Woodside. This is incredible.
But that game Tuesday, too, was like really crazy because there was also a hat tip moment to the Braves. Now I kind of take that hat tip back, but there was that bat with Dylan Lee against Juan Soto in the 8th inning where it was just he made 7 consecutive perfect pitches.
Oh, my, yeah. He didn't
Every
miss.
single slider he just spotted on the edge. It was just...
Well, that's the thing that makes me nervous when we play the Braves is because you see that and you're like, this is a good baseball team. I don't know how in the world they've lost as many games as they have this year, but that's a team that is way better than their record. So I did not want to give them even a second of air, of oxygen to keep their season alive.
And the Mets still did catch a break in the series.
Yes.
Chris Sale breaking his rib, diving for the Juan Soto ball last week. Didn't pitch in this series. Got to face Didier Fuentes, so 20-year-old rookie, crushed him.
Tore him up.
Second time through the order, tore him up. Then you get to Grant Holmes again, second time through the order on Thursday. It was nice that they held the line mentally and they felt confident, seemed like the whole time. No one really got flustered. No one freaked out.
Not at all.
Despite us all freaking out a lot because we did freak out a lot over the last week and a half. And that's okay. And now the team looks like they're playing well.
Juan Soto is approaching a 900 OPS.
Yeah, which is amazing after the way he started season. More home runs than Alonso, which is also amazing.
2 home runs against Didier Fuentes and the Braves on Wednesday night, which was incredible. That is now keeping up with the 25% of the games that he hits a home run in. He hits 2 or more, keeping up with it.
It's one of the best months in Mets history. I think it's up to 9 home runs this month, 20 walks. 20 walked again on Thursday, 21 walks, over 21 runs scored. He scored another run on Thursday.
He did.
So even with 3 games left this month, one of the best months in Mets history. And the team is still under 500.
Pete was hitting today, which was great because when Soto isn't on base, Pete doesn't hit. But when Soto's on base, Pete drives him in. He had 3 hits today. McNeil with a big hit, good baseball player.
McNeil was a really good player. There were also this series 2 really good games by both Ronnie Mauricio and Brett Beatty.
Yes.
I do think that was sneakily the important switch that flipped.
Helps to have the bottom of the order churning.
We talked a lot about how much this order fell off a cliff after the 5-hitter Jeff McNeil. So the fact that in each of the last 2 games this series, Wednesday and Thursday, Mauricio hit the home run, Beatty got a bunch of clutch hits. He's turning into Mr. Risp. He's becoming one of the most consistent guys in this team with men on base. And Mauricio, 2 very nice base running plays, take extra bases when you saw throws, going over cutoff men from Ron Acuna Jr. and I think Michael Harris.
Yes.
It was nice to see good baseball from them as Mark Vientos will be activated when you guys look at this on Friday.
That's how it has to go.
They both got the fire under their ass.
They felt a little bit of, air on their neck a little bit, and all of a sudden they start playing good baseball again, which I'm cool with it. Great.
And Mauricio probably sticks on the roster now over Jared Young.
Need a shortstop,
need a shortstop, and he's such a better hitter from the left side. So you can just pretend he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Pretend he's Jared Young.
Don't let him face lefties.
He did get his first hit of the year as a right-handed hitter, though, on Wednesday, which was nice, But I think that's basically it. Like, that's much less of a dense series recap than usual, but 4-game series, we forgot everything that happened in the beginning anyway.
Yeah, no, now we want to really take advantage of the train.
Yeah.
We have a couple people that joined us over here on the 7. James, you want to call them on in?
What do you guys want to come over?
Come join us on the Mets'd podcast.
You got a nice briefcase, man.
You're going to sit in between us. I'm going to hold the mic out for you. You talk normal. Welcome to the Mets'd podcast.
Introduce yourself.
Alex, big-time Mets fan, big fan of the pod. Long Island, New York, native, Brooklyn, living now, and just a fan of the pod. Psyched to be at the Mets win, break the losing streak, break the bad juju a little bit. Like we're cooking with gas a little bit.
What's your take on the team after the losing streak, but now winning these 2 games?
I mean, I'm a little concerned my main concern is kind of with the young guys right now, but I have faith in Stevie and David Stearns. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Like the vibe. This is my second game I've been to this year.
Did they win the first?
No, they lost.
Okay, that's
I was
good.
at one of the Pirates games when they lost when it was raining.
That's tough.
Yeah, but no, like the vibe that Steve's creating at the ballpark is great. Like sold out crowd tonight. So, yeah, my optimism is high, so it's good.
You were telling us before that Mets'd podcast is a big part of your guys' family group chat.
Oh, absolutely.
Want to fill us in a little bit about what's going on in there? What are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about trades, everything?
Oh, bro, we rely on you guys for our intel, man. Like when James is breaking down like pitch mixes and fly ball rates and all that stuff, I'm consulting with my brothers Chris and TJ over there, and I'm like, dude, you hear what James is saying? You hear what Mark's saying? Like, we rely on you guys for the intel, so it's big time. It's big time. We love when you called Matt.
It's been my new thing.
When you called Matt's a Long Island pussy, we were just like, yo. Mark just dropped fucking heat, dude. Yeah,
I mean, he is,
crazy.
though. He kind of is.
He kind of is.
He has the worst attitude in the world.
Yeah.
It's truthfully funny to hear that, because I feel like Mark and I act like this podcast, just us talking, and no one listens to it afterwards. Like, we just record one of our conversations, and it's out of our heads.
Yeah, no. We're taking your conversation. We're migrating into other
They're listening. They're listening.
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot. Trade deadline's coming up. Mets could use a couple spots. What do you think is the most important position to address at the trade deadline? And who's like your dream player that's somewhat realistic that they could get?
So I still have faith in Vientos.
Okay.
Like, I think Vientos comes back. I mean, I don't want him to play third base because I think he's defensive
He's a butcher.
like nightmare. But I think like he can give us that bat that we need eventually. I would like to really beef up the bullpen.
Okay.
And like whoever, whether it's the guy from the Cardinals, like Helsley, or just like some like eighth inning dude that could really solidify. I think that's the main priority. But I'd like to see Stearns do his magic. Maybe pick up some of these scrubs that he seems to turn into, to stars. So.
And that's his shit. That's what he does.
Absolutely.
All right, we want to go ahead and bring on one of your brothers, right?
Yeah, boys.
Bring them on. Bring one of them on. Switch. Someone else join us.
By now, you know about Arena Club. Buy, sell, trade, open up slab packs to get a card that you don't think you could get usually, but the Grails will tell you that, for example, there's an Aaron Judge rookie card in this week's slab packs, so make sure you check those out.
No doubt. Those are what you want, the Grails.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Judge Grail is awesome, graded, traded if you want, tell you how much it's worth, whatever you want to do. And I'm a big Michael Jordan fan with my 23 shirt on. There's a Michael Jordan Grail in there that I'm looking forward to try to get.
20% off your first slab pack or card purchase at arenaclub.com/foul. Use code FOUL.
Good dab. Strong dab.
Wait, say that again?
How about the Super Express being back? I thought I was in for way more stops.
No, the Super Express being back is honestly almost bigger news than the Mets winning
the entire
2-4.
second half.
Yeah.
Huge. It's a sign of the winning streak.
All right, now introduce yourself. Tell us about your Mets fandom.
TJ, Mets fan whole life. Sixth game this year, I think, and we just talk Mets all the time.
Yeah, so give us now, as your brother, the same question. Give us your take on the team after the ridiculously bad losing streak, but now winning these two.
I think it's just ebbs and flows. I feel like the Phillies have had a pretty similar season. They've had two stretches that have been pretty bad. We've had two stretches that have been pretty bad. I think we're more hurt than we think. I think the Winker and Vientos injuries have been a little bit bigger than we thought, but they're getting healthier and kind of survived this stretch, and we got the Pirates this weekend.
Another same question, your brother. One trade deadline acquisition you like to make. How about one trade deadline dream and one trade deadline reasonable?
Dream, I'll just go Duran to name a player.
It's playing like shit.
Jaron, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Reasonable, let's just do like literally any lefty bullpen guy. I think they're in a unique spot where like they could use a bunch of different players that could help the team, like an outfielder, infielder, starter, and bullpen. I think can really all help them. So I think they'll be
finally cut Jose Castillo too. We forgot to mention that. Thankfully,
finally cut him.
That guy sucks.
He'll get a World Series ring in addition to Genesis Cabrera and all of those guys.
Absolutely. I mean, Austin Warren really deserves one after tonight.
I was shocked at how well he pitched. First off, the Canning injury at the stadium, we had absolutely no idea what happened, just because he went down like he was shot. I mean, he fell to the ground. He was holding his head. We were like, he didn't get hit with a line drive, I don't think. Like, what is going on? And then for Austin Warren to come in, took his time. A lot of times with these injuries, these guys rush to get in, took his time, and just absolutely mowed down the Braves lineup, which is something I didn't expect to see. I'll ask you this, a little different now. You say you're a lifetime Mets fan. Who's your all-time favorite Met? We got to know.
It's got to be David Wright, but I'll throw a shout out to 2014 Juan Lagares.
Wow, okay. Gold glove, Juan
Two
Lagares.
thirds of the world covered by water, 1/3 by Juan Lagares.
Incredible. Thank you again for joining us. We do
course.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for,
Should we
thanks for having
get the third brother on?
Man, TJ.
He's out. He's out.
He just wants to just throw cheers from 10
All
feet
right,
away.
sadly, this third brother is the one. You want to come on?
Yeah, get him on. Get him on.
The third brother is the one that found me in the outfield concourse. Said, "Yo, I'm going to see you guys in the train later."
Are you a Braves fan? Oh, okay.
Mets'd up. I listen to Shea Station. I listen to the Mets pod. I know
Big Mets
exactly
fan.
who you guys are.
Hell yeah, love to hear that. All right, how do you feel about the team? How, especially after the losing streak, like we said, win 2 out of 4, split the series. You feeling any different than you were before or after?
Losing 10 out of 11, it's never great.
No.
It does not feel good. You know what else didn't feel good? Being 22-33 last year.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot of perspective about where we are now. It's a long season. 2017 Dodgers, they lost 16 out of 17 games?
Yeah.
Something like that. They made it to the World Series. It's a long season. You know, the church thinks in the terms of centuries, and you have to think the same way as a baseball fan.
I like it. That's a great
That's huge
line.
because the Mets are almost reaching their first century. So that's big for us. Once we get to that first century, then we can finally evaluate the Mets as a franchise. We're on our way to that. Also, give us your name. Introduce yourself.
My name's Jonathan Van Halen, Mets fan. Shout out to Zach Scott. Shout out to the Jolly Olive.
Is Van Halen really your last name?
It absolutely is.
Are you a big fan of the band?
I do not care for the band at all. I talk about them 20 times a week.
How many Mets games is for you this season?
It's like my 6th Mets game this year. Got to about 12, 13 last year.
Out of the last 2 years, what's your best moment at City?
Oh, J.D. Martinez's walk-off home run last year that really turned the season around against the Marlins. Also, I was at Game 4 of the NLDS against the Phillies, Lindor's
yeah.
Grand Slam. That's
Yes.
got to be it.
Yeah, that was the one right there. That was us too. We kind of felt like in the Wednesday game, Lindor got just boned by batted ball luck. That was kind of the give back for 161 last year.
3 hits over 100 miles an hour,
Yeah.
3 outs. That's how
100%.
it goes. That's baseball, Susan.
Now I gotta ask, your buddy's wearing a Braves shirt. What's that all about?
He is from Iowa, which does not have much allegiance. Supposedly the Cubs. He chose the Braves because they would be on TBS, which was a genius move for the Braves. They were on national broadcasting. They got fans all over the country.
Genius move by Ted Turner. That's the reason that we now have so many blackouts across baseball. Because
Absolutely.
specifically the old Red Zoner, I forgot who it was, he was so offended that there were 1 Braves games but 2 Cubs games playing in his own city. He and a bunch of the other small market owners protested the commissioner's office. I think it was the 80s. I was like, this has to, maybe the 90s, like this has to stop.
Get on it, Rob Manfred. Fix baseball. Make it easy to watch.
And blackouts. We also had a pitcher from the UK in this game.
Yeah.
Talk
What-
about how amazing that was.
He was born and moved at the age of 1, so
Yes.
barely in the UK.
Middlesex?
but-
Middlesex
yeah,
lad?
Middlesex, shout out Middlesex UK. Shout out RJ on the camera.
Shout out RJ, shout out Michael Peterson,
Shout
shout
out
out the United
DC.
Kingdom.
And thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you coming out
Thanks,
and
Jonathan.
supporting.
Well, if you're a normal human, you can't speak English to your pup. But what you can do to understand what they love, which is Spot and Tango on kibble, is to see how they react when you put the unkibble in the bowl. And my pup, Penelope, loves it. So does Bella.
Well, Bella speaks Spanish, so she says, muy bien. I love this stuff.
She says, wow, Dad, thanks for creating a custom plan based on my age, weight, breed, and activity level. You nailed it. And also, it's made with 100% whole fresh ingredients like real USDA meats, fruits, and veggies, but it's 40% less expensive than frozen food. So upgrade your pet's bowl with Spot and Tango Unkibble. And for a limited time, go to spotandtango.com/foul and use code FOUL for 50% off your first order. That's spotandtango.com/foul, code FOUL to get 50% off your first order.
We
Mr.
are
Van Halen?
pulling into Queensboro.
Yeah, so I
Which
think
means-
this might be all we got.
This is the end of the train episode. If you guys like these, let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe. This is the second one we've ever done. I think
Yes.
this one went better. We're learning.
We were a little more prepared.
Yeah, a little more seasoned.
Less drunk.
Definitely less drunk.
Yeah, last time was very chaotic, but I think this is fun. We like doing these for games, and City Field's been packed every single game this season. So we're going to try to do these at least once a month, I'd say, the rest of the season.
Yeah, why not?
Want to do 2, 3, 4 more of these? I'll give it a little range.
Maybe Subway Series next.
We could do Subway Series after that. Maybe Saturday, July 5th, Subway Series could be the next train episode. If you guys watch this, you want to be featured on a train episode, like all the fellas tonight. Shout out Alex, shout out TJ, shout out Jonathan. You guys are the best.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
If you guys want to do the 7 Line podcast next time, you know where to find us.
Messed Up Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Go Mets.